गुड इवनिंग फ्रेंड्स। मैं संजय कुमार आज विलियम शेक्सपियर से संबंधित एग्जाम पॉइंट्स को लेकर एक बार फिर से आप लोगों के बीच और एग्जाम पॉइंट सीरीज का यह तीसरा वीडियो है, जिसमें आज हम कुछ बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण पॉइंट्स के विषय में चर्चा करेंगे। तो आइए देखते हैं आज का पहला पॉइंट। बेटर ए विट्टी fool than a foolish wit, and you know it is the statement by Feste, a clown in service to Olivia's, जैसा कि ये ओलिविया का सर्वेंट है। और दूसरा पॉइंट, who brings the message from Olivia's maid that Olivia would mourn the loss of her dear brother for a period of 7 years, and during that time nobody would be able to see her face, and it is Valentine. Option is Valentine as who brings the message from Olivia's maid, जैसा कि मैसेज देने वाला वैलेंटाइन था। और आगे चलते हैं नेक्स्ट पॉइंट की तरफ। आई शुड किल दी विथ मच चेरिशिंग हु सेज, एंड इट इज जूलियट इन रोमियो एंड जूलियट। हु इज दैट कैन टेल मी हु आई एम, एंड दिस स्टेटमेंट वॉज मेड बाई किंग लियर। The younger rises when the old doth fall. Who utters this statement was uttered by Edmund from King Lear. And here the next point. As flies to wanton boys are we to the gods, they kill us for their sports. Who utters? And this statement was uttered by Gloucester in King Lear. ग्लासेस्टर बोलता है, और यह बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण स्टेटमेंट है, जैसा कि कई बार एग्जाम में पूछा भी गया है। और आइए देखते हैं नेक्स्ट पॉइंट। वी आर नॉट द फर्स्ट हु विथ बेस्ट मीनिंग हैव इनक्योर्ड द वर्स्ट, and this statement was uttered by Cordelia from King Lear. And here the next point. Too noble fortune know this that men are, as the time is to be tender minded does not become a sword, and this statement was uttered by Edmund, and this is also the point from the King Lear. And here is the next time, the next point is here. Do you see this look on her lips? Look there, and you know it is the statement by King Lear when Cordelia speaks about her affection to her father King Lear, and you know he could not understand her real feeling and becomes annoyed at her statement. So option is here King Lear. And next point is from Midsummer Night's Dream. A Midsummer Night's Dream was to be performed on the night of Midsummer Night, on the night of Midsummer Day, June 24th. It is on St. John's Day, the marriage of which pair forms the setting of the story A Midsummer Night's Dream, story of A Midsummer Night's Dream, and it is Theseus and Hippolyta. Option is here. Theseus and Hippolyta's marriage. And next point is here. Who is the king of fairies in Midsummer Night's Dream? And it is Oberon. Mustard seed in A Midsummer Night's Dream is a fairy. Mustard seeds in A Midsummer Night's Dream is a fairy. Oh, spite, too old to be beg, to be engaged, too young, and it is the statement made by Hermia from the Midsummer Night's Dream. And here is the next point. Oh hell, to choose love by another's eyes, and this statement was also made by Hermia from Midsummer Night's Dream. And here is next point. I will put a girdle round about the earth in 40 minutes, and this statement was made by Puck या पक कहते हैं इसको. And next point is here. What is in love in idleness in Midsummer Night's Dream? And it is a name given to a flower. It was a name given to a flower. The one I will slay, the others slayeth me. This is from Demetrius. What do the words one and the other stand for? And this word stands for Lysander and Hermia. And here is the next point. And I am sick when I look not on you who speaks and to whom, and this statement was spoken by Helena to Demetrius. And here the next point. It is not night when I do see your face, therefore I think I am not in the night, and this statement was made by Helena from Midsummer Night's Dream. O bottom, thou art changed. What do I see on thee who says, and it is snout. Bless thee, bottom, bless thee, thou art translated, and this statement was made by Queens. And here is next point. Love therefore and tangue tight simplicity, in least speak most my capacity, and this statement was spoken by Theseus. And here is next point. He thinks too much, such men are dangerous, and this statement was made by Caesar to Antony. Let us be sacrificer, but not butchers. Caius, who is speaker, and This statement was spoken by Brutus from Julius Caesar when he supports the conspirators and becomes in their side to murder Caesar. And here is next point: cowards die many times before their death. The valiant never taste of death but once. And this statement was made by Caesar from Julius Caesar. Caesar should be a best without a hurt. If he should stay at home today for fear, who utters these words, and these words by Caesar? I have a man's mind, but woman's might. And this statement was made by Brutus' wife Portia. O judgment, thou art fled to Brutus' beast, and men have lost their reason. And this statement was made by Antony in Julius Caesar. Fair is foul and foul is fair. Where does it appears? And this statement is very famous and occurs in the play tragedy Macbeth. And here is next point: had he not resembled my father as he slept, I had done it. Lady Macbeth speaks these words. Who is here? And it is Duncan. When he was sleeping, this statement was made by Lady Macbeth when she went to murder him, but she returns from there and incite Macbeth to kill him. And here is the next point: a little water clears up of this deed. How easy it is then. Who is speaker? It is Lady Macbeth. This statement was made by Lady Macbeth. O gentle lady, it is not for you to hear what I can speak. The repetition in a woman's ear would murder as it fell. Who speaks? And this statement was spoken by Macduff from the same play Macbeth. And now here is the next point: to be thus is nothing, but to be safely thus. And this statement was uttered by Macbeth. Mine eternal jewel given to common enemy of man. And this statement was made by Macbeth. Here is the next point: things without all remedy should be without regard. What is done, and it is made by, this statement is very famous and it was made by Macbeth himself. And here is the next point: and you all know security is mortal's chiefest enemy. And speaker is here Hecate. And the next point is here: fit to govern, no, not to live. who says, and it is Macbeth. It is Macduff in the play Macbeth who speaks this statement, and Macbeth is ripe for shaking. Who says it is Malcolm? The night is long that never finds the day. This is uttered by Malcolm, and yet who would have thought the old man to have had so much blood in him who uttered this statement, and this statement was uttered by Lady Macbeth. Here is the smell of the blood. Still, all the perfumes of Arabia will not sweeten this little hand, and this statement was made by Lady Macbeth when she seized the dagger, and next point is here. Oh, what a goodly outside falsehood hath who said, and this statement was spoken by Antonio in The Merchant of Venice. Here is next point. All that glitters is not gold. Where does this line appear? And this is famous statement from Merchant of Venice. For Venus smiles not in a house of tears. Who utters this in Romeo and Juliet? And it is Paris. I'll kiss thy lips, happily some poison, yet doth hang on them to make me die with a restorative. Who utters in Romeo and Juliet? And you know it is this statement was made by Juliet in the last act when she finds Romeo dead, and she also tastes the same poison and dies. And here is the next point. For never was a story of more woe than this of Juliet and Romeo. Who utters, and where? It is Prince in Romeo and Juliet who utters these lines after both were dead. And here is the next point. If the great gods be just, they shall assist the deeds of justice man. And where does this line appears? And this line appears in the play, a Roman play, Antony and Cleopatra. And now the next point is here on the screen. With devotions, wishes and pious action, we do sugar over the devils over the devil himself. Where do these lines appear? And this line appear in Hamlet. Virtue itself turn wise, being misapplied, and wise sometimes by action dignified. Where do they appear? And it is Romeo and Juliet. And here is the next point. Fulvia is the wife of Antony. The barge she sat in like burnished throne, burnt on the water. These lines are uttered by Barbas. Who is she here? And it is Cleopatra. Here Barbas speaks these lines about Cleopatra. And the next point is here. Celerity is never more admired than by the negligent who utters, and this statement was uttered by Cleopatra from the same play, Antony and Cleopatra. And the next point is here on the screen. I know the devil himself will not eat a woman. I know that a woman is a dish of the gods. If the devils dress her not, who utters and where? And it is uttered by clown in Antony and Cleopatra. Here is next point. The stroke of death is as a lover's pinch, which hurt and is desired. And this statement was uttered by Cleopatra from the same play as above. And here the next point is on the screen. Sweet are the uses of adversity. Where does this line appear? And this line appears in As You Like It. And next point is here on the screen. It is better playing with a lion's help than with an old one dying. Where do these lines appear? And these lines appear in Antony and Cleopatra. If one should be free, how much be better to fall before the lion than the wolf? Where do these lines appear? And these lines appear in Twelfth Night. For the apparel oft proclaims the man is from Hamlet. Beauty provoketh thieves sooner than gold. This line appears in As You Like It. All orators are dumb when beauty pleadeth. This line is from Rape of Lucrece. And next point is here. Brevity is the soul of wit. This line is from Hamlet. And next point is here. I am sure cares An enemy's life, enemy to life. This line is from Twelfth Night. She is a woman, therefore may be wood. She is a woman, therefore may be one. And where this line appears, and this line appears in Titus Andronicus. And next point is here before you on the screen. Uneasy lies the head that wears a crown. This is from Uneasy lies the head that wears a crown. This is from Henry IV, Part 2. And next point is here. When beggars die, there are no comets seen. The heavens themselves blaze forth the death of princes, and these lines appears in Julius Caesar. The next point is here. The better part of a valor is discretion. This line appears from Henry IV, Part 1. And next point is here. Let fancy still my sense in leath steep. If it be thus to dream, still let me sleep. Who speaks and where? And this statement was made by Sebastian in Twelfth Night. Who sings the song under the greenwood tree, and blow, blow, thou winter's wind in as you like it. It is Amiens. This song was sung by Amiens. And next point is here. All the world is a stage, who utters in as you like it, and it is Jacques. This is famous statement by Jacques from the play As You Like It. And next point is here. Who speaks the epilogue in As You Like It? It is Rosalind. And next point is here. When the session of sweet silent thought, I summon up remembrance of things past. Who wrote these lines? And these lines was written by William Shakespeare. And O God, O good, how very still and unprofitable seems to me all the uses of this world. Who utters these words? And these words were uttered by Hamlet from the greatest and the longest tragedy by William Shakespeare. And next point is here. Men must endure their going hence, even as their coming hither. Ripeness is all. These lines are from King Lear. And who is speaker? And speaker is Edgar. Next point is here. The younger rises when the old doth fall. This line is from King Lear. And who is speaker? And speaker is Edmund. And you all know Edmund is the bastard son to Gloucester and was killed by Edgar in the famous play King Lear. I am a man more signed against than shining. These lines are from King Lear. And who is speaker? And King Lear himself made this statement when, when he finds himself helpless and no one was seen before him. He was quite helpless and he speaks these lines in this play. And here is the next point: the art of our necessities is strange that can make wild things precious. These lines are from King Lear and speaker is King Lear himself. And next point is here: there is one play of Shakespeare. The particular thing about this play is that it has no prose at all, and it is Richard II. It is totally in lyrical form. And next point is here on the screen: the Winter's Tale has no rhyme. In Hamlet there are in Hamlet there are 39 24 lines, 3 9 2 4 lines totally. And in Antony and Cleopatra there are 3 9 6 4 lines total in this play. And here we will talk about the next point, in which play Shakespeare contains only 68 lines, and it is Tempest. And the next point is here: in which character in Shakespeare's play does the following description apply? The tedious wiseacre who meddles his way to his doom, and it is Polonius. Bastard appears in King Lear. Bastard appears a character in King John. I thought perhaps it was bastard son Edmund, whereas the option is totally different here. I couldn't saw this statement attentively. This is why there was a mistake. So here is the next point: in which is said by a lyrical tragedy, it is Richard II, as already the same question has been repeated here. Love's Labour's Last is a lyrical farce. And next point is here: the title of Love's Labour's Last is from Florio's First Fruit. And next point is here: it is which character of Shakespeare seems to be a direct descendant of Marlowe's Jew of Malta. Barabbas, though with a difference. It is Shylock, and it is direct descendant of Marlowe's Jew of Malta. And next point is here: Dagberry and Verges The two foolish officers appear in much ado about nothing. And next one, the next point is here, which is said to be Shakespeare's first tragedy, and it is Titus Andronicus. Next point is here, in was which play was sparked off by the gunpowder plot, and it is Macbeth. And next point is here, chorus was introduced by Shakespeare in King Lear, King Henry V. Since brass, nor stone, nor earth, nor boundless sea, but sad mortality oversways their power. How with this race shall beauty hold a plea, whose action is no stronger than a flower? These lines are from Shakespeare's sonnet number, and it is the famous sonnet number 65. And next point is here, William Shakespeare was the third child of John Shakespeare and Mary Arden. And next point is here, and it is the Comedy of Errors is an adaptation of a Latin comedy which is Menacemi of Plautus. And here is next point, Shakespeare dedicated his youthful poems Venus and Adonis and Lucrece to Henry Wriothesley, the Earl of Southampton. And next point is here, Dark Lady appears in the sonnet of Shakespeare. The story of As You Like It has been taken from Las Rosalinde. And next point is here, Love's Labour's Last was written in imitation of Lily's style. And next point is here, it is familiar in his mouth as household words. These words appear in Henry V. Shakespeare has no heroes, only heroines. Who said? And you know, this statement was made by John Ruskin. Who among the William Shakespeare, John Milton, William Wordsworth and John Galsworthy was born first of all, and it is William Shakespeare. Friends, these were the most important exam points of this session, and the rest points will be discussed in the next session. So very soon I will meet you in the very next video. Till then, good night to all. And before end this session, I want to tell you here to like, share my videos, and if you are a new viewer, please don't forget to subscribe this channel if you haven't yet. So good night to all. Thank you very much. See you again in the next video. Take care of yourself. Thanks a lot.